Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about brightening your tattoo. Now, my friend here has a gorgeous little daisy tattoo, and we're going to be refreshing it. How long ago did you get this?
Probably over a year now.
Over a year. Okay, so here's what I've got. I've got the cleansing water, and I recommend using this because it just kind of takes off any excess oil. Oh my goodness, look at that. And any excess oil, cleans it up. And then the next thing to do is get your powder. Now I like to get it on my hands and then just kind of work it in. Or you can apply it directly to the skin and then just kind of work it in like that. Now tattoos kind of become a part of your skin, and when you have a tattoo, it becomes a part of your skin. So whatever your skin is doing, the tattoo is going to do as well. I'm going to use this damp cloth to kind of take the excess powder off. And then here I've got the beautiful Glow Goop. I'm going to open it up. I always keep the seal for extra protection from any ambient moisture. As you could see, if I can make a dent in it, it's soft enough for me to use. If it's cold where you are, you might want to pop it in the microwave for about 5 to 10 seconds to soften it. You want it to be hard and sappy like this. This is why I'm holding it sideways, so you could see exactly what the texture is supposed to feel like. Now, what we're going to do with this sugar is we're not actually in it to remove hair. We just want to exfoliate. If you'll notice, once I have the amount that I need, I just put the seal back on because I don't want any moisture to get into my beautiful jar of Glow Goop, and I move it to the side. And it doesn't really matter. When you're exfoliating, it doesn't matter which way you're going to go. But the idea is you want to exfoliate all of that dead skin off of the tattoo to reintroduce its brightness. Now, as you could see, the edge kind of rolled back a little bit, and that's okay. That's why we use the powder, to absorb any moisture so it doesn't roll back. And then I'm kind of working it in. I'm going section by section. So I'm taking the top daisy first. Is it a sunflower or a daisy?
It's a chamomile, actually.
Oh, Jesus. I got my flowers all messed up. I should know chamomile because we use it in our powder.
We do.
Okay. So now that I've gone over it a few times, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a nice flick. And
there's
here,
no pain at all.
You didn't feel anything whatsoever. Okay, so I'm just going to hold the end and kind of go over the tattoo, just pulling it, pressing on it. The reason why I'm going over it repeatedly is because you want to allow the formula to really bind to those dead skin cells. So there's no such thing as going over it too many times. I'm also kind of like pulling the sugar over the areas that I want to cover to make sure that I'm not missing any edges, because that's where you really see the crispness of the tattoo, is the edges. So to do that, and then once I've got my tattoo or my sugar where I want it covered on the tattoo, then I do a flip back. And then I do another flip up. And if you look in here, might be hard to see, but you could see all the dead skin in there. And if you had hair, you would also see the hair. But do you see this middle part, how fresh that tattoo is already looking? So I'm just going to go over this part as well. Now, it doesn't really matter which way you apply it when you're exfoliating, but if you are going to do it to remove hair, I would recommend that you go against the direction of hair so that you can flick in the direction of hair growth. That is already looking amazing. I'm going to go over the top chamomile one more time. And then you can see there's a little bit of redness. Now my friend here is very sensitive, has very sensitive skin, but it's actually good because we're just stimulating blood flow to the area, and we're getting rid of the dead skin, so it's going to react. And then sometimes like this edge over here wasn't looking as crisp as the other parts. So I'm just kind of go over it in a slightly different direction and flick in the opposite direction as application, and there. Now you can really see the edges. I want to go over these roots one more time because there's a lot of intricate artwork there that I want to bring back to life. So I'm gonna just go over it a few times and flick. And as you'll see, the color of the sugar is actually starting to change. Now, when it's warm, it might get soft and gooey and kind of sticky like that. And that's okay. I just use the sugar to lift up the rest of the sugar and kind of try to form it back into a ball like that. And then I can go over it one more time. I just really want to have that same effect that I'm getting everywhere else on here. Okay, on that last chamomile. And then when you're done, hopefully it won't be this gooey, but if it is, just put your hands under cold water and it will just harden, and then you just peel it off and you can throw it in the compost. That's how easy it is. And then the next thing I'm gonna do, as soon as I get some of the sugar off, is I'm gonna grab my damp cloth, okay? I'm gonna go over it just to take off any excess sugar. And then I'm going to apply my favorite product, which is the Silk Slip Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Now, this is important to do after you sugar because the skin, the pores are open, the skin's been exfoliated, and now you just want to add in a little something to kind of calm the skin, plump up the skin cells with hyaluronic acid, and really allow that preservation of the artwork to have lasting effect. But you're also protecting the skin. Because she has really sensitive skin, I want to make sure that when she goes out, or if she goes to the gym in a couple of hours and she starts sweating, that's not gonna, the pores that are already open are not gonna be further irritated from toxins being released or from just ambience, just from being outside. So the hyaluronic acid and the cotton leaf extract actually creates a little bit of a protective shield so that the skin is protected. And there you go. That's how you refresh your tattoos. Thanks for tuning in.